What state are Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce allegedly planning to get married in? A hint.
Is Hawaii
apparently,
still a state? Are they still with us?
what state?
Hawaii?
It's still, for sure, still a state. Please welcome to the stage for the first time this evening, it's Oscar Nuñez and Alex Borstein. Hi, thank you so much. Come on in. Welcome, no, nice to see you.
Thank you.
I want to hear about that vagina thing again.
You can keep that note.
Okay.
Look, I don't want to do too much, behind the music, but before the show, Oscar's like, I need a piece of paper. I got to write something down. I have a note.
You see what I wrote down?
Yeah, I do. Yeah. That's a pro. Alex, so nice to meet you.
It's nice to be met. Can I perch like this? What's
You can perch
happening?
however you want.
Okay. Look how he's sitting.
Are we perching?
There we are.
That's great.
That's good stuff.
No wrong way to sit. No wrong.
Good
yeah.
stuff. You
All
good?
right.
I'm good.
You're doing a stand-up tour. It's called Alex Borstein is Thirsty. What do you mean?
Interesting. You should ask that. I actually did the show twice here at Dynasty Typewriter. Yes. I LA premiered it here at this very venue. The kids these days use that term to mean a few things. Are you familiar with the internet?
Yeah. Yeah, love it.
So apparently there's something called a thirst trap. You post something in hopes that you will lure an unwilling or a willing participant into your trap of moisture. Yes? Is this new to you?
No, I'm learning.
So I'm playing with that a little bit, and I'm also just playing with the concept of dehydration.
I can honestly say that I don't believe in my whole life I ever posted a thirst trap, because on some level I've always understood that I was going to have to win somebody over with words, that was going to be the way to generate it would have to be a conversation, that would be where the trap would be laid,
I disagree.
dialogue.
I think this perch thing is a bit of a thirst trap.
Okay, thank you for saying that. Thank you for saying that.
You have the pillow under your rump too.
Yeah.
I don't think you have enough notes.
It's like a sex pillow.
What's funny is you went to sex. I went to yoga because my hips are tight. Oscar,
Yes, sir.
the paper just got renewed for a second season.
Yeah. Yes, it did.
Now it's about a local newspaper.
Yes.
And was it because they don't exist anymore that it was exciting to explore? Was it, are kids going to understand what the show was about when they watch it in 2 to 3 years?
I don't know. Greg Daniels loves journalism. He's a good man. He's a smart man. And like months ago, he's like, we're having lunch. It doesn't matter where, Bel Air, Beverly Hills. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And he's like, Oscar, I'm thinking of doing a show about a paper. I don't know. Do you mind reprising your character if we bring Oscar back? And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't mind. Anyone else says something like that, it just goes away. It's just a thought. But being Greg Daniels, he makes it happen. It's incredible. So slowly but surely, we keep meeting, and every time it would be fleshed out more and more until finally he's like, we had lunch. He's like, come meet the writers. We haven't. I'm like, oh shit. And then we're walking there, and I didn't tell you this, although I mentioned his name. He said, Oscar, we started casting. Do you know who Alex Edelman is? I'm like, the guy who did Just For Us, he's like, yeah, him. We cast him in the show. And I'm like, oh, shit. And I'm like, all right, here we go. And that was the beginning of it. And now it's done, and now it's renewed it's crazy.
I said no when he came to me. So, you're
Pursuing
welcome.
other things. You're pursuing other
Busy
things.
being thirsty.
Hey,
He wasn't thirsty enough.
Hey, your character in Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, she gay?
Huh. Interesting.
She gay? She gay? Was she a gay person? Hey, was she gay?
You didn't watch the full. You didn't watch. The
Hey,
full
was she
show.
gay?
You didn't watch it.
Yeah, I did.
She partook of some vagina.
She ultimately got some vagina.
She partook
She
of
did,
some,
right?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
Oh, that's a relief.
She did, yeah.
I'm glad.
It's interesting, actually, that people had such a reaction to me, the actress, or the show not kind of outing her or not talking about it. And it was so interesting that people were so angry and felt ownership over this character's sexuality, when in reality, I think the way Amy handled it and the way Susie handles it, it was very... It made sense in 1950s. It made sense of how you would treat your sexuality, and it's no one's business, and it's not what she put in her first step forward. But I find it so interesting that it really riled people.
Yeah, people really. I just remember the time, like when it was people were like, "She's gay."
Yeah. Yeah.
She's wearing that hat.
Yeah.
She's very terse.
Yeah.
There's a coat.
It was very
Seems gay.
interesting. People were very, very up in arms about it.
Yeah, people get up in arms about all kinds of stuff.
Like what?
Oh my God, all kinds of stuff. It's crazy out there. It's an interesting time to be alive, don't you find?
I think so. I'll let you know if I had a heartbeat ever again.
John, are you surprised that they're moving so quickly and so boldly? Are you surprised at at the speed of the stuff that's happening?
Yes. So look, Trump is kind of feral. He has talents, but he's instinctive. Every president in their second term learns from their version of a mistake every president makes in their first term. And that mistake is letting the job push them as opposed to them determining what the job is. They get their hands, true of anyone in any job, right? You figure out what the job is. You get better at understanding how to do it and do it the way you want to do it. You don't get ruled by the job, you rule the job. But because there was this 4-year interregnum, there are all kinds of people out there planning and plotting and thinking about how to direct Trump's instincts and to use Trump as a vessel for their purposes. That's what Project 2025 is. That's where this immigration crackdown comes from. And so part of what has made it surprising is Trump remains Trump. But there were a lot of people who thought very hard about how to move quickly, to use what limited time they had, and to use him to achieve their ends. And that relentlessness and that ability for Trump to cast about and then have a team behind him that follows through, right? Like in the first term, if Trump spouted off about saying a woman in Colorado should be freed for her part in the election denial scheme and that she's being tortured, or if she's not freed, there'll be consequences, you could usually write that kind of thing off as him using bluster and forgetting about it. But now there are people writing these things down, thinking about what the next step is, thinking about how to use that, right? And so like that has been surprising, the kind of comprehensiveness of it and the relentlessness of it.
I think they just determined too, they wanted to be the Jillian Michaels. They wanted to be the hardcore trainers that don't let you fucking breathe. There's not a moment to breathe. There's no second to even think about what the last
It's just chaos,
what
chaos,
the last
chaos.
punch was or what the abuse was. It's just being obliterated in the ring. And that's kind of what I think. I think they just became this, and we're being trained to not stop and not breathe.
Yeah, it's a bummer for sure. And speaking of being unable to keep up, it's time for a segment we call News It or Lose It.
Ooh.
Here's how it works. We're going to quiz you both about the news.
Look at
Oh,
us.
great.
There we are in our News It or Lose It.
It's going to be uplifting.
This is a local news edition that we're going to cover a bunch of local stories from across the country. After name-checking Chicago and Baltimore for cities he planned to target for National Guard deployments, Trump shouted out what red state city as a potential location for a federal crackdown. I'll give you a hint. I guarantee... Nope. Guarantee it.
Can we do we bring in? Do we say our names?
You could just say whatever you want.
New Orleans?
You got it. Next question. Alex, this one will be for you.
I'm not even sure how the game works.
Your accent gave me the clue.
Yeah, it was really good.
Yeah.
It was really good. Didn't you catch it? Didn't you catch that I was speaking as if...
I guarantee.
Oh, that was an accent.
Yes, that's
okay.
a New Orleans. Okay. The Occasion.
Okay, I misunderstood. I thought you were having a stroke. It was like that Total Recall moment where the robot just melted down.
2 weeks. 2 weeks. That was my plan, to do the worst voices in front of Alex Borstein. On Tuesday, while the nation waited breathlessly to see if Donald Trump had kicked the bucket, his administration announced that he had kicked the U.S. Space Command from Colorado Springs, Colorado, to what southern state, Alex?
Oh, I know this.
Starts with an A. Sweet home.
Alabama.
That's right. Colorado lawmakers immediately objected, which will require 3 to 4 years of building and billions to create facilities equal to those that already exist in Colorado Springs. 2 Colorado senators and 8 House members objected, saying, bottom line, moving Space Command headquarters weakens our national security. I mean, of course, what else are they going to say? But what?
Bama.
Bama.
Yeah, it's fun to say that.
Roll
isn't it?
Tide.
Bama.
Roll Tide.
You know what I didn't know at the time? That, you know the movie Crimson Tide?
Yes.
Yeah.
Remember where a great
It's about a hemophiliac woman's first period.
Yeah, that's the one. That's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, it was shot in one take, like that scene from Atonement.
Like
you know?
The Shining.
Yeah, just one long take.
Beautiful.
Beautiful, like rope.
And she did her own stunts, by the way.
Yeah, that's.
But what were you going to say about Crimson Tide?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, the ship in that movie is the Alabama.
Oh.
Look at that. You learn something new every day on Love It or Leave It.
Nevada endured its second week grappling with a widespread calamity. Was it A, a statewide ransomware attack, B, dust storms brought on by the state's cataclysmic drought conditions, or C, brownouts caused by the Las Vegas Sphere's massive electrical needs?
Wait,
Was
I wasn't
Nevada?
listening. Go back to the beginning.
The answer is statewide ransomware attack.
He said Nevada.
Oh, I missed the whole thing.
Alex, which state banned the sale of lab-grown meat in stores and restaurants? I'll give you a hint. I guarantee it's not that place, but it's nearby.
Which that was the hint that it's near, that it's
No,
that
come
it's
on.
close to New Orleans.
Give it your best, y'all. Give it your best guess.
I guarantee it's a state that's very meat friendly.
Is it Texas?
It is.
Yes.
It is.
So they banned it. There's no chemical.
Well, cultivated meat, I think they like to call it. But I still don't think they've landed on the right name for the lab-grown meat, which I'm a fan of. I'm a favor of because I believe in a future where they print T-bone steaks like the size of pizza boxes.
It was actually my nickname in college was cultivated meat.
Wow.
It's a long nickname, but accurate.
It's beautiful.
So weird, a night of so many coincidences. Yeah.
It's a night of coincidences and connection.
Yeah.
There's a connection.
And connection.
By the way, you can keep that note.
Thank you.
Here in California, the Golden State with rent prices to match, Democrats are at odds over Senate Bill 79, which would override local zoning laws to allow for more housing, specifically multifamily buildings up to 7 stories near what? It's a bill to allow more multifamily housing in California near certain places.
Starbucks?
Indirectly, yes.
Schools?
It is near, is it A, municipal buildings like libraries and post offices, B, major transit stops, or C, the bridge the Red Hot Chili Peppers sang about in that song?
Is that bridge a landmark now? Look, there they are.
There they are.
Give it away, give it away, give it away now.
They were so cool.
They were
So cool. Are they're still with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's near major transit stops is the answer. And I just, for everybody listening, there's currently a debate in the State House around whether or not to pass SB 79. It is a bill that would take a modest step towards allowing construction of 7-story buildings near transit stops. Now, there's been some kind of in suggestion that would mean every bus stop. It's not every bus stop. It's towards, it's to basically major transit stops to allow construction of apartments where people want to live. It would help relieve traffic. It would help lower rents. It's really
what is
important.
the downside?
Why is this a thing?
The downside, well, it's great. So I interviewed a city council member about why she opposes it, and they want local control. In practice, what that means is slowing down development and seeing themselves as a compromise agent between YIMBYs and NIMBYs. But what she described in our conversation was reducing the size of an apartment building from 6 stories to 3 stories. But that's the story that's been playing out all across California. LA, as part of a state mandate, agreed to build 456,000 units of housing in 10 years. They are only on track to build a third of that. And even that number, 456,000, is a bare minimum, which we are failing to hit. So LA is the city council members that voted against it are like, we can do it ourselves. We can do it ourselves. They haven't, they can't, they won't. This is a modest step to start relieving the pressure on housing in California that is driving people to Texas, that is keeping people from being able to move here, that is hurting our ability to have a film and television industry in this state. It is like an urgent situation. The question is how much this will be watered down, because right now, NIMBYs are louder than the people that want this to go through. People that have owned homes for 40 years, people that are against this bill, they are loud. They are at the city council meetings. They're calling their legislators. The renters, and by the way, the people that don't live here yet, right? They're not making calls. They don't feel as connected to this debate, and it's a huge problem. So if you're hearing this and you live in California, go to votesaveamerica.com, because between now when I'm saying this and when it comes out, I'll make sure there's something there. Go to votesaveamerica.com / let's pick something. Go to votesaveamerica.com /YIMBY, and there'll be something there to show you how to find your legislator and call them. We really do need people to put pressure on, because whether or not this thing passes, and if it passes, how watered down it is, will be determined in the next few days. So please, if you can, give them a call. It is important. There is no good argument against it, honestly. Right. It's about local control. It's about the character of neighborhoods. But the idea that California should stay the same is like not what the state's about. It's also not a way to be welcoming. Like we all like, oh, you know, we want to be welcoming to immigrants, but we're going to price them out of our state forever. Like we want to be a place that helps the unhoused, but we're going to make it impossible for people to afford to live here. Like it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Yeah.
John, do you think that if there's a chance this man is going to lose, that he will allow elections to go on, or is he going to call out the declare martial law? This guy who is a documented liar takes over the press, throws gay people and intellectuals in jail, and says, "I'm going to clean up corruption." Oh wait, I'm in power now. We're going to postpone elections until we have elections. I'm talking about Fidel Castro. That's what he did, and I'm like, oh, now. He had it easier because it's 11 million people in a little island. It's difficult because we're 350 million people in a big space. So it's harder to orchestrate something like that. But I can kind of see this guy just saying, well, everything's too crazy. I'm going to declare martial law. What we're going to do, we're going to vote. We're going to get the election done later. Let's all relax. We're just going to wait 6 months. We're going to wait a year. And then we're like, what the fuck?
I like get that fear. I'm not saying it's illegitimate, and I don't think there's any value in telling people that things can't be as bad as you're predicting. One problem of dealing with fascists is your fears feel too early and then they feel too late. That's part of the threat.
Yeah.
However, I also think sometimes it's easier to imagine how bad it can get. It's also sometimes in the noise and in the endless churn, hard to remember that we have some strengths and some things going for us. One of which is this is America, and it's not command and control.
And we're in California,
and we got tens of thousands of municipalities that run their own elections. We have a very distributed power structure. Yeah. We have governors. We have states. It is a complicated and unmanageable country. That is a strength.
I like there's more communication between the blue state governors. I like that. I wish they would have started earlier.
Well, anyway, go ahead. Yeah, let's do one last question. What state are Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce allegedly planning to get married in?
Oh.
A hint.
Is Hawaii still a state? Are they still with us?
What state?
Hawaii?
It's still, for sure, still a state.
Where they're going to get married, or where they want to live?
Where they want to get married. Apparently, the signature food of the state is something called coffee milk. Coffee milk.
Coffee milk?
Coffee milk. They're also famous for the third clam chowder. There's a third clam chowder, and it's theirs.
That's a good hint. I don't know what, but I love that hint.
There's a third chowder, Alex. Hey, Mito, what's that third?
Meaty.
Hey,
Goes good with cultivated meat, though, I bet. I have no idea what the state is.
It's more of a kind of a golden broth. It's Rhode Island. It's Rhode Island style clam chowder.
Rhode Island.
Let's guess. Hold on.
What would bring them to Rhode Island?
Oh, is Rhode Island?
It is. It really is.
All right. That's
I think she has a house there.
That's a beautiful state.
Everyone's shocked. Listen to the murmur. Rhode Island.
What's your favorite chowder?
Who wants chowder? My favorite chowder is the New England clam chowder. That's the white creamy.
Yeah.
It's interesting that you played a Rhode Island character for so many years, but I don't believe in any episode I've seen Rhode Island style clam chowder has come up.
There is. It's my favorite line of all time of Lois's in an episode where the gentleman characters and the dog and the baby are all having an ipecac competition.
I remember this.
Drinking as much ipecac as they can, seeing who throws up first, and they vomit profusely. It does not end. It goes around and around and around. It's one of the funniest scenes. And then 4 minutes into it, Lois comes through the door holding a bowl and says, "Who wants chowder?"
All right, but what style of chowder? It's the fact that Rhode Island has its own isn't part of the comedy of that scene.
I had never heard that. You're sure it's not just Taylor's country? Because she probably has her own country now, right? It's not just her country's chowder, her state's chowder?
Yeah, you're probably right.
You're not sure.
I just want look.
We wish them the best.
And we love that. We love them. We want them to be happy. I watched that interview that they did, and I was like, okay.
I always want like people who grew up like big and muscular and talented at sports, and a woman who's like tall and leggy with a beautiful voice. Like, I just want them to find something good.
They got together.
Life was so hard for them. I just feel so happy that it's finally turning for them.
I think if you're a fly on the wall and you're listening to a conversation between them, you'd probably fall asleep pretty quickly.
I don't know. I do adore them. I'm into it. I'm into it.
No harm, no foul. No harm, no foul.
No harm, no foul.
Let them be
no harm, no
happy.
foul. I'm charmed by them. I do wonder what it would have been like to live in either one of those bodies for even a few days.
Right?
You know, imagine walking around operating those things like in Men in Black.
Yeah.
When Vincent D'Onofrio,
like a meat puppet.
Yeah, like a meat puppet, just being like burp, 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 burp.
In fairness to them, they're both really good at what they do.
Oh, no, I'm a fan. Oh, yeah, you weren't kidding. No, I'm a fan. Like, I think he's hot and she's amazing, and I'm into it.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. Who do you go to in order to solve your life's problems? The group chat? Strangers? Sure, but you also should get some therapy. That's a great place to talk about your problems.
Sure should.
BetterHelp has been helping people find solutions to their problems for over 10 years, and BetterHelp has a 4.9 rating out of 1.7 million client session reviews. BetterHelp therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the U.S. BetterHelp does the initial matching work so you can focus on your therapy goals. A short questionnaire helps identify your needs and preferences, and our 10-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means we typically get it right the first time. If you aren't happy with your match, switch to a different therapist at any time from our tailored recs. Fully online, and you can pause your subscription whenever you need to and switch therapists anytime, no extra cost. It's convenient. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, you can switch therapists at any time. Therapy helps. Everybody needs it. It's a shame that not everybody can get it, but BetterHelp makes it more accessible.
Yeah, now you can with BetterHelp.
Sure. And we're therapy boys. We've talked about it.
Sure are.
I actually.
I don't want to talk about it right here.
No, this isn't therapy.
Of course not.
This isn't therapy. That's
but
why we leave it.
if I was using BetterHelp, I sure would.
Mm-hmm. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/loveit. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/loveit.
And we're back. It's only once in a blue moon that Love It or Leave It discovers a new segment so perfect and so perfectly stupid that it deserves a special acknowledgement. Tonight we bring you the Egg of Truth. The Egg of Truth. Hey, was that sound effect what you guys were recording in the office? I hold in my hands the Egg of Truth. Inside, we've assembled a delightful buffet of fun dinner party conversation starters and one real serious interview question that will cut you to your very core. You must answer this devastating question. Just so you know, we discussed using multiple devastating questions, but Sarah Lazarus, our writer, was adamant that it had to be one, and we must go about this honestly. So if we don't pull the devastating one, then I'm sorry. I guess we'll have to do this again. We'll also take turns drawing questions. I'm going to go first because it is my show.
Good luck.
Thanks. And I don't know. This is real. Like, I don't know what the questions are. I don't know what the devastating one, what the hard question is. I don't know anything.
Is it in a different language? What's
I have
devastating
no
about-
idea. I really don't know. And honestly, I was chilled to the core by the way they described it. If you only had 24 hours to live, would you come on this show again?
Only if Cultivated Meat is my co-guest person.
I think you can be honest. You wouldn't be here.
Okay, I'll be honest, because that was a lie.
Am I sleeping for any of those 24 hours?
That's a great question. It'd be a weird thing to do. It'd be hard to fall asleep, I think.
It'd be very hard.
You know, TikTok.
So maybe I'd do this instead of sleeping.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
Think.
There's free candy backstage.
I don't see why not. I mean, enjoy what you're doing. It's just 24 hours. There's plenty of time. This isn't all the 24 hours, just a little bit of that time.
And by the way, I live every day like I only have 24 hours. And I suggest you do the same. No one knows if you have tomorrow.
On an episode of The Simpsons, he read like, live like it's your last day of living. And they smash cut to him sitting on the curb crying. I'm only going to die.
I think I'd try fentanyl. Alex, it's your turn for the egg of truth.
Go, Alex. Go, Alex. Go, Alex. Go, Alex.
And I read
Devastating
it aloud?
question.
Yeah.
Devastating question.
What's the one thing on your bucket list that you're pretty sure you're not going to get around to?
Oh, interesting. Interesting.
Maybe that three-way with Travis and Taylor?
Is there more of a chance that that's going to happen now that they're married, or less of a chance?
Wow.
You know what? Give them 3 years. They'll need some cultivated meat by then.
Yeah.
They enjoy cultivated meat so much, the audience.
He'll be like, this stunningly beautiful, talented blonde woman. Enough already. I want something meatier. Do you remember that ad for Sizzline? Move over,
think so.
bacon.
Yeah.
Now there's something meatier. Sizzline?
Sizzling.
Sizzling. Sounds
Google
chemical.
it. Google it
Oh,
right after you
Oscar's
watch
turn.
Crimson Tide.
What's the worst advice you've ever received?
What is the worst advice?
I remember good advice. I don't remember a bad advice. Let's see. What's a bad advice that I received?
Was it
Oh my gosh.
Do the Love It or Leave It podcast?
I can't. I mean, it might not be good advice, but it'd be shocking to be the worst advice you've ever received.
Oh, it's not the worst advice. I don't know. I took dental technology, like a course, and I graduated. It was a 2-year school, and I worked for like a year, and I left. I got bored. But I enjoyed the time, but I don't know what I got out of it.
Like to learn how to do X-rays and things like that? Or?
No, make teeth, make bridges,
Oh.
stuff like that.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a
cool.
dental technologist. Yeah.
I was told throughout most of my childhood and into my early adulthood that given that I was quite smart and annoying, I should go to law school. Like that was told to me it was really drilled into me by a lot of people over and over again that I was just meant to go to law school. And I was fully enrolled in the University of Chicago Law School, enrolled to the point where someone I had met was like, "Are you moving in?" And they were waiting for me to send a picture of my face for the student Facebook. Like that's the it was literally like I was going, and then I just ghosted the whole thing. Just didn't do it.
But do you think that you're saying the advice to go to law school was the worst?
That was
advice?
bad advice. It wasn't right. And I'm really glad I didn't go. And since then, like I've like the people that don't tell you to go to law school are lawyers. And because they'll say, do you want to be a lawyer? And if you don't say yes, it's a bad sign. Because it's a rare profession where that's not a question that comes up in the process. And so they're like, well, I'm thinking about going to law school. Do you want to be a lawyer? I'm not sure. Then don't go.
Yeah. A lot of people become lawyers and then do something else.
Yeah, that's stupid. Alex, did you get any bad advice in your life?
I mean, I had people that were kind of naysayers, dream shitters. Don't try to perform. Don't, have something to fall back on, and I was told I had this experience. This is such a weird story. I was auditioning for something that was called Kids of the Century. This is so embarrassing.
Where were you?
Here in LA.
Here?
And I don't know if I was like 17 or something, and you had to go from room to room, and you did a little monologue. And you were going to do something in the summer. We were going to do like plays or go travel and do things. And you do a monologue, you do dance, and then you sing. And I was in these red plastic dance pants. Do you remember those? They my thighs rubbed together, so they made a considerable amount of noise. And I was up there, I did my dancing, I did my singing, and when I got up to the piano, they had my sheet with notes about me on it, and I got real close right before I did the scales, and then I was going to sing a solo, and I saw an asterisk, and I saw notes, and I was like, I'm amazing, I want to read this. And I got real close, and it said, tone deaf has a weight problem. And that was, maybe the best advice, because I was like, oh yeah? Go fuck yourself. Watch this, But yeah, there was just kind of a constant don't quit your day job kind of advice,
That horrible piece of paper.
Yeah. And I'm
Where
not
is it?
tone deaf.
All right, let's do another one. What's something you wish your grandparents had said to you before they died?
Well, we came from Cuba. My grandmother wanted to go to be a doctor, and because of the revolution, we had to come to here, and just like about 15 years ago here in the United States, she got into med school as a cadaver.
Oh.
But she got in.
I started laughing. Your face was so fucking serious. I stopped the laugh. I was I'm like crunching the numbers. Like, how is this possible? Dead.
I wish that was my joke. It's someone else's, but it's such a good joke. I love it so.
Alex, do you have something you wish your grandparents would have told you?
I just feel like they could have warned me that I was tone deaf and had a weight problem. No. They actually did tell me that.
Yeah, that was like...
Often. No. I mean, honestly, to be a little bit sappy, I was very fortunate, and I had amazing grandparents who imparted incredible drops of wisdom to me and told me exactly what I needed to hear.
That's beautiful.
My grandmother, I've talked about it in an Emmy speech. She was going to be shot into the Danube River in Budapest, and she stepped out of line. And that's the only reason I am here. And she consistently
I heard you say that.
Stepped out of line her whole life and told me to. And she lied when it was convenient and worked to her favor. And she was my hero. So she told me everything I needed to hear.
That was a great speech. I remember that.
Yeah.